President Blomi look at Sawe, me like ask him going hardworking Minister of Coffee, the total global market of coffee and 200 billion. And with him, global market law LNG too. This la nubla bill and you pass him and by affect him close to 500,000. Second question is, how do you address that issue?
National Coffee Authority bill yesterday. This is something that we needed to do. As a responsible government, what do? We sit down and watch and allow this industry that once carried this country. This bill is a gain for our farmers. It is not encrypted on rock like a 10 Commandment. It is something that is subject for review, amendment. Look at the CIC all these years. So much politics in it. There's a board versus board, management versus management.
The Honourable Member for Goroka.
Notice, question Blomi look Sawe, me like ask him going hardworking Minister of Coffee. Me also at the same time me talk big congratulations golong this la nupla bill you pass him. Coffee industry inside long islands, especially long islands come down and one big commodity where all plenty all farmers maybe depend on them. The total global market long coffee and 200 billion. And with him, global market law LNG too. Maybe farmers in Goroka, especially concerned long all me like ratio 1 or 2 platasol concerning this nupla bill and master you me pass him. Firstly, number one question Blomi consultation. This nupla bill and you me pass him and by affecting close to 500,000 to 600,000 farmers below you me in Salong country. Now, people are concerned and people are like, how was this bill passed? Was there enough consultation among all rural farmers below you? Mission up 3 time, finish 4 time now. Me no look sour, so me raise him issue now. Secondly, Mr. Deputy Speaker, issue belong coffee exporters license. Me how much look him in bill and you put him section 44 of this bill and process. Now our licenses were issued. Question below me in the country we have 28 exporter license export companies. From the 28 exporting companies, 80% of this company and nationally owned. Now 20% of the company is owned by foreigners. However, the 20% of the company dictates the market and monopolizes the market of coffee inside the country. Now 80% of union national farmers and national exporters, sadly to say, are marginalized. Low pricing, also the foreign export receipts that come back inside the country does not really show the export volume of coffee. For example, suppose one foreign company exporting 1 billion bags go, the full amount of this receipt doesn't come back in the country. Question below me, this nupla bill. Second question is, how do you address that issue? Issue license go along foreigners and national companies. Thirdly, question below me, nupla bill, did you include agro-tourism? Agro-tourism or coffee tourism, and one nupla industry where Tamil tourism come in Goroka district, they want to see how coffee is picked, how coffee is processed, and how coffee go cup. Have we include that in the new bill? One time clear. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And triple question, Blomi.
Honourable Minister for Coffee.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. Firstly, I want to thank the members of this House for passing the National Coffee Authority bill yesterday. This is something that we needed to do, and it's done. This bill has come about since the 1991 coffee industry bill. That's over 30 years ago. And this bill is a reset. Is the reset agenda for agriculture especially and coffee in particular. This is the reset that we needed for this sector. And as you have heard, as you have read, as you have seen, our production and the volume of coffee being produced by our farmers, especially the farmers in Eastern Highlands. That's about 80% of our coffee come from Western Highlands, Jiwaka, Jimbo, and then into the Robusta producing provinces of Pacific, Oro, and parts of Morobe. The production have always been on the decline. So as a responsible government, what do we do? Do we sit down and watch and allow this industry that once carried this country? Do we just allow and wait and sit and watch, or do we need to stand up and do something? And that is what my ministry has done. So I want to thank all the people that have been involved, including the state SALT team that have been so instrumental into day and night to ensure that this bill came through and through to the floor, and that's what we got voted for and is enacted as of yesterday. Now back to the question by former Minister for Agriculture, who is fully aware of what this bill is all about, and his district and province produces 80% of our coffee. This bill is a gain for our farmers. It's not a big gain for the 20% of our exporters who control 80% of the export volume. Eventually, they will be the end recipient and beneficiaries. But if we don't look after the farmers, the people that get their hands dirty, our small people in the villages, the small people that are with water bottles and buy and smoke on our roads, traffic lights, it's an eyesore. And it is my hope that one day all these people will go back to the villages and toil their land where they should rightfully be, planting coffee, planting cocoa, planting copra. So that is really the intent of this bill, my brother and good member for Goroka. It is not encrypted on rock like the Ten Commandments, fellow members of Parliament. It is something that is subject for review, amendment. But at least we got something for a start. If you look at the CIC all these years, there's so much politics in it. There's a board versus board, management versus management. I've seen, I've observed, and I'm old enough to know what the issues are.
It's been going on.
It's been going on. In Goroka, it doesn't happen in most places. Some of you don't feel it. So that is why we got this bill through. I want to thank the wisdom of the Prime Minister. To be honest with you, I never liked this ministry, but for now, I'm consumed in it. I'm in it. And I need your support. Now, you may ask him, can question about Maski. If you care about your people, the small people in the villages, this is the way to go.
Yeah.
So I want to appeal to the coffee farmers out there. This bill is for you. There's a price support for you. There's a freight support for you. And there's what we call the green gold card I asked earlier. I answered earlier from the question by the good member again. This is how we're going to carry our people with us. So the export licensing part of it is another gray area that we've corrected. In the absence of a board, the CIC has never been without a board for almost the last 15 months. How do you operate a company with no board? How do you operate a company that is partly or allegedly to be owned by the state. That is a private sector company. How do you operate? And so, I know it's been difficult for me, but I want to thank all of you for passing this bill. I am in control now. Yeah, in terms of licensing, the licensing aspect through that board that we will appoint will come through me, like what we do in the petroleum sector, like we do in the mining sector. Only the minister approves the export license. For the time being, it's yours truly. I'm standing here. I will approve that. For the time being. For as long as the Prime Minister wants me on this job, all those applications will need to come to me. I want to thank my brother and the member for Goroka for always asking me really nice questions so that I can explain the story of coffee. And once again, thank you, Prime Minister, for your wisdom to ensure that coffee had its own head. And medicine, now we've got an authority, and coffee is under control. Our people out there in Chimbu, Goroka, Eastern Highlands, Western Highlands, this one is for you. You plan no one thing or send blah barrows in one plus something like you plan. One plus by antapim, plan the old benefit through Lord Isla Coffee. Once again, to the staff of the Coffee Industry Corporation, I want to appeal to you that none of you will lose your job. We will migrate from what is now CIC to National Coffee Authority. This is what will happen. We will not remove them. These are our people. But what will happen is you will be under my spotlight, under my watch. Thank you, Deputy Speaker.